Welcome to another episode of Ranger Dimension. Now, today we have a lot to discuss. Um, Hasbro pulsecon was, well, for me, for Power Rangers, was like a day ago. It was on Friday. Um, they shared a lot and they showed a lot. Um, First thing I want to talk about is Izzy from Power Rangers Dino Fury has her character now in the mobile app Power Rangers Legacy Wars as the Green Dino Fury Ranger. That's either on Android or iPhone. Feel free to try to check that out. I don't really play that, so it's not really my shtick. Um, but before we hop into the rest of it, I just want to give a shout out to my dad who grabbed me a Green Ranger helmet. It is not Legacy or Lightning, but it's still a pretty cool item, and I'm glad to display it right behind me. Now, moving forward, throughout Hasbro PulseCon for the Power Rangers, they had the Dino Fury panel, and they were talking about the different cool things to expect coming up, and they talked about Zed, and they talked about a bunch of different things here and there. And what caught my eye was near the end of the Dino Fury panel, they said to the Red Dino Ranger, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, that he had something he wanted to share with us, and he revealed the first Lightning collection of the wave of Hasbro PulseCon that they were revealing, and it was the Red Dino Fury Ranger, which was pretty cool. I liked the way the figure looked overall. His head sculpt was amazing. By far, they're getting better and better at these as time goes on. The only disappointing thing, well, not the only, there's a couple of discrepancies that were kind of for me, but it's still a cool figure, and I still pre-ordered him. Now, I was kind of hoping to get two um of the human heads, one with his regular human head, and then the other with like his antenna kind of thing. I thought that would have been a nice little touch, and um the saber looked nice. The figure overall looked really nice. My only other gripe with it, and I get it's a $22 figure, $23 figure if you put tax and all that, is the morpher on the wrist was all black. It wasn't like painted, and I get it's not the final product. Um, but it was a really really cool figure. I'm gonna be showing pictures as I'm doing this whole little thing. I believe, yeah, he did. The guy that played Zato, the Red Dino Fury Ranger, he took the figure out. He showed the head sculpt, which again looked really really nice. They really did a fantastic job. The Chrono Saber, I believe they're called, looked very, very cool, and the figure itself looked amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on this figure. So with that, moving forward, they showed, after they showed that figure, they went to the Lightning Collection panel, and they showed, there was four different guys. But the guy that had the Lightning Collection stuff, you could see the figures that they were going to display. And I'm going to go over each and every single one of them one at a time. So the next one I wanted to go over was the Pink Dino Charge Ranger Shelby. The first thing I'm going to say about Shelby is her head sculpt was incredible. They really knocked it out of the park with her head sculpt. I like the fact that they did her dino drill, and that they didn't give her, I believe they gave her a gun, but they didn't give her a sword, I think. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't think they gave her, I think it was just a dino drill thing. My only gripe with that is, again, with Hasbro's ability to not keep up with, keeping things consistent kind of thing, because, Tyler has his dino, the chomper thing. I don't think Chase has his. Let's take a look real quick. No, see, Chase doesn't have his either. He just has the sword, the blaster, the effect piece, and what have you. So Tyler has his special effect, his special weapon. Shelby has hers. I don't think Riley had his, and Ivan didn't have a specialty weapon, but that's okay. Other than that, her figure looked really, really great. Her morpher was correct, unlike I think I want to say it's Chase's morpher belt that's inaccurate, which is fine. So her figure was really cool. I'm glad that they're continuing with the Dino Charge because Dino Charge was definitely one of my favorite seasons, and I'm glad that she's coming to life. Um, Her drill is cool. Her arms are really cool. Overall, the figure looks spectacular. But moving on from her, we're going to talk about a figure I thought I was going to be able to skip out on till I was talking to a friend. We were just talking back and forth, and I noticed in one of his messages he said tonfas. Now, as we all know, for Power Rangers Zeo, who's up there, most of them have their specialty weapon, except for one. We all know who that is. That's Rocky. Rocky never got his tonfas. So Hasbro has very slyly snuck the tonfas in with the standalone cog, which is kind of like, I didn't think I was gonna have to buy the cog. I thought I could skip that and save some money because I already have the cog double pack way up top there. So then once my buddy mentioned the tonfas, of course I had to go back, and of course there they are. The bloody tonfas that we knew that they were going to give us, but we weren't sure how and we weren't sure when. Well, guys and girls and Power Ranger fans, they've given us the tonfas. I don't quite agree. Well, no, I can't say I don't agree, but very sly, Hasbro. Very sly. Anyway, moving on. The next Ranger, I'm kind of not surprised because a few videos ago I did a video of kind of like predicting of pictures and whatnot. I didn't think they were going to start with this particular figure for this series, but they did, and I'm okay with it. So they started off a new team. They started up the Wild Force Rangers, and with them they did the Silver Wild Force Ranger. Now I know there's a few discrepancies on this figure. I've seen like the stripes that go along his chest. I guess there was only 5 instead of 6. I know a lot of people were like going back and forth. Oh, that means they're not going to do the Wild Force Red Ranger because of real life stuff that he did. I don't think that's the case. I know I gripe a lot about figures that they just reveal to us or whatever, but I feel like some of these things that we've seen, like I said, these aren't the final product. They're working on it. They probably noticed. They probably have heard us. And we'll just have to see what the actual finished product looks like. Now, the figure by itself looks fantastic. Merrick's head sculpt looked awesome. I really have no complaints with the head sculpts with these figures this go around because they all look phenomenal. Of course, all these figures, their prices are now at the $22.99. They're no longer at like the lower price of what they used to be when they first came out. I'm just gonna try this so you guys can enjoy my collection here a little bit. I kind of have it pointed down this way for a reason, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Anyway, we're gonna continue on with what they showed us at Hasbro pulsecon. Now, I know they showed us some deluxe figures that are going to come with more than what the normal figure would actually come with. Now, I know this next figure, I was kind of surprised, and I wasn't sure where they were going to go with the villains. I know they want to continue with it because, the villains are such a... At first, I didn't like that they were bigger than the Rangers, but now it's making more sense. They need the powers to fight these monsters that are bigger than them. Fine. So, I want to say the first one they showed us was the Parantis. The Parantis figure. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. It's the giant fish guy with the fish nunchuck things. Again, I could be wrong on what the weapon is. Please don't quote me on that. That figure overall looked really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of pretty much pre-ordered almost all of the figures. With the deluxe figures, though, they are a little bit more pricey. These are slated at $31.99 for each figure, obviously. The hands were cool. The effect piece was really awesome. The weapon was really cool. Another figure I want to talk about that's been... I want to say it's been on their website for a while now, but we haven't been able to pre-order it till now, is Pudgy Pig is now available for pre-order. I seen him up there earlier today. I know he's more expensive than the deluxe figure. Pudgy Pig's around $57.99. I want to say. I could be wrong on that one. But of course, you get the cool lunchbox. You get the cool like little diorama pictures, and you get Pudgy Pig with his fork and his utensils and all the different little items that he could uh, eat, kind of thing, which is really cool. Again, I kind of pre-ordered everything. My wallet is crying at the moment. Anyway, so by far one of the coolest parts of the deluxe figures, in my opinion, because In Space was one of my favorite seasons, is they gave us the In Space Blue Ranger again. So now we're double dipping again. But he also comes with the Galaxy Glider, which is a really, really cool piece. I'm glad that they're starting to do vehicles. Again, he's at $31.99. The glider looked really cool. I don't really see an issue with it, is just the paint on the glider looks brighter than the figure, I believe. I believe that's what it is. But again, these are all really cool items. They've really knocked it out of the park with all of this. I mean, everything they showed us was just top notch. I know not all of it is perfected yet. None of it is, final say. They're still working on some stuff. But that's it for those figures. One of the things they showed us early on, which was kind of funny, I think it was even right before the Dino Fury panel, is one of the guys was wearing a Lord Zed helmet. And then he was saying how, stay tuned, there's more about this, but you gotta stay tuned until later. And I kind of pieced it together that, we're getting the Lord Zed helmet. Which we kind of, I believe we mentioned that again, a couple episodes ago with the predictions and whatnot. It looked pretty cool. I know there was a button right around the chin where you could actually make the voice of Lord Zed as you were talking, which is pretty cool. I know right now it's sold out on Hasbro Pulse. I believe everything else that I've mentioned so far, it's still up for pre-order. Lord Zed's helmet, unfortunately, is not. That was slated at $125.99 before tax. It was really cool to see it. Helmets are not really my thing. They're pretty expensive as it is. I mean, if I were to get a helmet, it would probably be to start up like a cosplay or something, which I kind of want to do, but I'm not sure. I don't really have the funds for that right now. Let's put it that way. Funds are a bit right now. And then at the end, or near the end, they showed us their Megazord project. Now, this thing looked cool. Like, I remember the old Megazords. One of the first things that I noticed anyway was the saber-toothed tiger and the triceratops and how you were able to do a pose with them. Now, I remember as a kid, with my Megazord, you couldn't really turn, or I mean, granted at the time it wasn't slated for that. It was just a Megazord. It was cool at the time, but these you can do more with, from what I could tell. Now I know the Megazord was, they have like a black and gold one. I've seen a lot of like NTS or NFS or something. I have no idea what that means. I'm not gonna pretend to know what it means, but they have one up for pre-order. It's a black and gold, Megazord for like $200. You get like a special coin or something before you pre-order or whatever. Which is really cool, but I didn't pre-order that or the Lord Zed helmet. I figured I spent enough money. Now before they got into all of that, they did show us the Walmart exclusive 6-inch Megazords. They had the Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord, they had the Thunder Megazord, they had Lost Galaxy, and then they had the Ninja Storm / Ninjor one, which I still don't fully understand, which is fine. I don't think I meant to, but that's fine. Those are slated around the same price as regular figures, or they might be cheaper. I really didn't catch the price on those. They're cool, but not really my thing. Now I'm gonna back this up because today I got 2 packages in the mail. Now I've been sorry guys, I've been slowly trying to get my collection caught up. Oh, sorry about that, guys. As you can see, I got Mighty Morphin. I got everything kind of slated out, kind of the way I want it. And I'm going to start with the bigger box first. I kind of already peeked at the smaller one because I wasn't expecting it today because because I bought off of eBay, and the only information I had was that it was shipped. I got no tracking number, no nada. So when I seen the box earlier tonight, when I was dealing with my fiasco of life, I wasn't expecting it, so I thought it was my figure from my buddy in Canada. That was not the case. That bad boy is still in Canada at the moment. I can't wait to show you guys that figure. I'm excited. As you know, I just said Canada, so probably gives it away on what figure I'm waiting for. But this bigger box, I already know what it is. I wasn't planning on collecting this series for a while, but the figure was on sale on eBay for like $9. Like, it was like $9 and like $9. I think it was like 58 cents after everything was said and done. Again, not one of my top favorite seasons. And that's not to diss, the actors or the figure by any means necessary. It's cool looking, I guess. I mean, again, this wasn't really like a need to have kind of thing, but I picked up the blue Beast Morphers figure. As you can see, the art on the side, and the side art, and then that, and then you have the back. And then, I don't know who would want this at this stage, but DPC. So, we're going to put him right there, and I have to do some rearranging. Now this next one, like I said, I kind of peeked at him earlier, and then I was like, crap, I'm doing a video later on. So, I'm going to be very careful, because I kind of like retaped it kind of thing, because, ow, that kind of hurt. Ow. Because I wanted to share it with you guys. Because this figure, funny story with this figure is I pre-ordered it through Hasbro Pulse. Ooh, bleeding. Through Hasbro Pulse, and I didn't want to wait till January, so then I seen it up on GameStop. Ordered it through there because I thought it was going to get to me quicker. And then it was saying they were getting it ready and this and that, and that was almost ready to ship. And then I got a notification saying that was waiting for product availability. But another email told me that it was supposed to be at my house on the 18th. Well, the 18th came and went, and I didn't get the figure. Fortunately for me, I don't have this thing called patience. So I found it on eBay. I paid a little bit more than what I wanted to, but it was well worth it. So I'm going to show you guys this figure. This figure definitely was well worth the money. Sorry for all the snapping of the box. So the figure I'm referring to is the Green Dino Charge Ranger Riley. Now this is my first figure of Wave 10. I don't know why this person, and you can see for anyone who needs it, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why this person was selling this figure on eBay. Well, the box is kind of a little dinged up right there, but that's okay. But the figure looks phenomenal. Okay. So the reason why I had this pointed this way is because, as you can see, my Dino Charge team is right there. So Riley is going to go up there. I noticed on his box, I'm going to see if I can... Oh, excuse me. On his box is the only one that has his little If I can bring this in here. I'm not good at that. It shows there's like raptor, little symbol there. The others don't have this, which is cool. But overall, I'm happy with it. I'm glad I have it in. I want to give you guys an actual. I know the last time I did this, I didn't really go over that well because I'm not really good at maneuvering a camera. So we're gonna try to do this. Start from the bottom. As you can see, I got the Dragon Zord down there. Don't mind the mess, guys. Got Dragon Zord. Then when we go up, we got Goldar hiding in the corner. We got the blue and green Psycho Rangers. We got the I forgot what he's called. The Tenga Warrior. Yeah. Then you got Lord Draken. Then you have the King Sphinx and Pumpkin Wrapper, which King Sphinx, I believe I will be painting. Might be painting. I don't know because it's Halloween weekend, so I might not be here for that. But that's okay. We'll come back to that. And when we move up, you got Dino Charge. You got gold, red, black, and green. And then you got the Beast Morphers that I just showed you guys. I'm just going to put the phone here for a minute. And then you got SPD. The only one we're really missing is Sid, SPD 4, Yellow Ranger. And then up here, we have the cool Green Ranger helmet that my dad got me, which I'm very, very happy to have. And then we have my infamous custom Rangers, I guess. These are the Die Rangers. You have the green, you have the red, the pink, which is my newest one, and the blue Die Ranger, and then you have the white helmet that they give you for the white Dino Thunder Ranger. I just haven't opened up any of my boxes. And then we're going to go up here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Then you got Red Beast Morphers, Time Force, all of Dino, well, not all of Dino Thunder. We're still missing a few guys from that. Then you got some Lost Galaxy. This one's sticking out because it's the double pack. And then you got In Space. And then up here, I kind of did like a villain / good guy. You got Lord Zed and Rita double pack. You got the Cogs. You got Zeo. Then I put the putties in there. Well, that one's the Green Ranger and the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. And then got Mighty Morphin. So that is my collection. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I kind of forgot. And then you have the Lord Draken Evo 3. That thing is awesome. And then you got my Green Ranger more. So that is my Lightning collection that I have. And that's basically what they gave us for Hasbro pulsecon this year, 2021. The show was phenomenal. Everything they showed us was awesome. I cannot wait to see some of those figures. Yeah, I got my two. Let's bring this down a little bit so you can see them. My two figures I got in. I'm currently waiting for the third one to come in, and I'll do an unboxing video for that. If you guys haven't already, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, join the Ranger Dimension team. Comment down below what figure you were excited to see, what you pre-ordered, what you would like to see them release next, as far as if you want a certain vehicle with Ranger, or if you want a certain villain for them to do next. With the Megazord project, what Megazords do you want to see them do? I know for me, I have a couple of my favorite Zords here and there kind of thing, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys hope to see and, spend money on? That's it for me, guys. Again, like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend, guys.